Hey everyone, it's Aisha, and in this video I'm going to be showing you 3 different PLL parity algorithms on both the 4x4 and the 6x6 and telling you which one is the best for you. So if you're wondering what PLL parity is, then it's just basically when you have an unsolvable case, like just two pieces flipped from each other and nothing else is unsolved. Now, when I say unsolvable case, I say that because on a 3x3 you would never even be able to get this no matter how much you tried. Unless you wanted to like take out the pieces and put them back in a particular way, but other than that you can never ever get it naturally. So you do get this on a 4x4, and to fix this you do a particular algorithm which is called a PLL parity algorithm. Now there are 3 different algorithms. The last one is kind of a fun joke algorithm, but the first algorithm that I'm going to be showing you is the most popular 4x4 PLL parity algorithm, and it goes. Now, to any beginner, this algorithm would seem very complicated because of the 2 R2s and the U2 flicks. And if you don't know how to do flicks, when I say flicks, I mean double flicks like this. Instead of doing U2s like this, you do them like this, which makes it much faster. If you don't know how to do U2 flicks or M2 flicks like this, then this algorithm would be a very, very bad choice. And also, if you have a really bad turning 4x4, then I suggest that you should not use this alg. So this 4x4 that I have right over here is an MGC, and it's perfectly fine. But here I have a Wookway 4x4. Here I have a Wookway 4x4 which is really tight and is overlooped, and I'm just gonna try and do the alg on this 4x4. As you can see, it locked up a lot, and I mean, it isn't the best algorithm if you have a very tight 4x4, as you could get something like an inner layer lockup or a pop while doing the 2 R2s really fast. Now moving on to the next alg. So if you look at Sebastian Weyer's 4x4 17-second WR, then you can see that he uses this parity algorithm, which is not the 2R2 U2, 2R2 wide U2 algorithm. It's a completely different one, and in my opinion, this algorithm is better than the previous one, as it doesn't have any kind of complicated moves or complicated finger tricks, but it's a bit hard to memorize, and it goes. So as you could see, the moves were really random, but if you can drill this algorithm into your mind and not mess up the place where you do R2 like that, then this algorithm should be as fast as the previous one. So the last algorithm is just a fun algorithm that I found out while messing around with the cube. So here I have a 3x3 just to show you what I mean. So if you know, on one handed you do a particular type of hedge perm which goes something like this. And if you do that on a 4x4, you will get PLL parity. And let me just show you what I mean. So instead of doing complete outer layers or complete inner layers, you want to do R's with outer layer and U's with inner layer. Just have a look at it. See? You get parity. And let me just do that fast. It's just a fun alg to mess around with, and yeah, that's it. Now I'll move on to the 6x6. Other than on the 4x4, you have parity on the 6x6 and 8x8 and all of the other even numbered puzzles other than the 2x2 too. So here is the first alg. It's just it's the exact same alg as the 2R2 U2 algorithm that you did on 4x4, but since the 6x6 has many layers, it won't be like an exact 2R2. But let me just show you. The algorithm goes. So people like JPerm use this algorithm, but I wouldn't suggest that you use this alg, as the 6x6 has many layers and you could get confused between the layers and mess up the alg, which would be really bad. So instead of that, you can use the second algorithm, which is similar to the R2 F2 U2 algorithm that I showed you on the 4x4. So here I have my parity, and the algorithm goes. So it's the exact same as the second algorithm that I showed you on the 4x4, but it's a bit more hard to execute as the 6x6 is much larger. But at least you're not gonna mess up with your inner layer moves, as it's only outer layer and complete inner layer. And then finally the third algorithm. So I have my parity on the side, positioned to the side right over here, and I just have to do that like one-handed HPerm kind of algorithm. So it's the exact same thing. Wide moves on your R's and outer layer moves on your U's. It goes. That's it. So those are all the algorithms that I wanted to show you guys. If you found this video helpful, then please do like this video, and that's all I got to say.